You ever wonder why your video doesn't sound really good? Let's check it out. Number one would be poor mic placement. The mic is not placed properly, and then you can't really hear the person, which is always bad. You're probably wondering why this doesn't sound good either. Well, there's a reason for that. Here's another one. It's background noise. It's all the planes and people outside and cars beeping and all that stuff that'll just drive you crazy. So you have all these background noises and things happening outside and things that are driving you crazy and car beeps and stuff like that. There's a couple of things you can do with it. One of them is wait for it to go away. Maybe you live by a train track or someplace and the train goes by. Just wait for the train to go by. Chill. Get your energy back up and then start talking again. You can take and edit some of these sounds out, but it's really hard because they're not constant sounds. The sound is on and then off and then on and then off, and that's really hard with your voice going. For a constant sound, like maybe an air conditioner or something, you can go in and edit the air conditioner out later or something like that. It's much better just to, even if it's temporary, turn the air conditioner off for 5 or 10 minutes while you're making your video, or 30 minutes or whatever. You're not gonna fry and melt or something like that. And then you can go back and make sure you turn it back on or everybody in your house will get mad at you. Then you can go back, turn the air conditioning back on. You don't have to deal with that and try and take it out. All right, the next thing we're gonna talk about is a word that people explode when they're new to this. It's called gain staging. Gotta have fancy words, right? That basically means you're staging the gain, the volume, on how high or low it is. It's a very easy thing to do. When you're sitting in here and I'm talking right now, I can actually see over on my little meter there, on my microphone recorder over there, I can see it hitting it around -6, -3, something like that in there. All you need to do is just adjust the volume of your input level or whatever, or you adjust your mic. If you have that type of mic, like I have a Mix Pre 3, I just basically take the volume and I adjust it up until I see the meters peak at about, well, on mine, there's a green portion, and then that's the good point. Then there's a yellow portion in the middle, and that's kind of the middle. And then there's a portion where if you start hitting into the red, it's like, whoa, that's too high. You just want to adjust it up or down until you're talking, and you can look at it and see it's just hitting the meters right there. If it just touches or just kisses the red area, that's fine, but you don't want to, like when I do that, it's like, wow, too much. That's called gain staging. It's basically setting your microphone so it works, so it sounds good, so when you get into editing, you don't have this, oh my gosh, you're going to have to increase the volume in your edit, which is going to bring up all the noise, or you have to adjust it down because it's so loud and you already have ruined the sound. You're going to have all this icky stuff in there. Now the next thing you may have a problem with is called plosives. They're called plosives. They're like explosions. That happens when you do P's, like pa or pick or puck. Also, there are other ones that create that particular thing, but especially P's, or all the time you want to go and get something that you want to pick up and you get these explosives. That will happen when your mouth is close to the mic, and what happens is your pay is blowing out air and it's hitting the mic. So if I look up at the mic and go plosives, plosives, or I go like this, plosives, plosives, you see the difference? The fix is simple. Instead of putting it here or putting it in front of you or putting it up here, like put it down here. You'll notice a lot of times when people are talking, they don't sit here and have the mic down here like this because to see their face. Although that's one of the reasons why they do that, because if they were like this, you get all the plosives hitting the microphone. So they boil down here, they kind of angle it down here, or they angle it up here. You can even angle it like over here or over here as long as it's pointing toward your mouth. Like this microphone right now is sitting at an angle like this. So at that angle, If I go from here, right about my chin up to there, that's the angle that this thing is hitting my mouth. It's right here, right there. And that way you could still hear me and it still sounds good, and you don't get all the P's and all the different plosives that occur that'll just absolutely drive you crazy in editing. Another mistake that beginning filmmakers may make when they're doing YouTube videos or whatever is they don't use these things. You really should use headphones, and you should use a good quality headphone. I love these things because they're neutral. What I mean, it doesn't add anything to the highs, doesn't add anything to the lows. It lets me hear exactly what I'm recording, exactly what I sound like. So if I put on the headphones and I use these first, I'm going to start the episode, I plug my headphones in, I'm monitoring them, it sounds good, I don't hear a lot of sounds outside or anything else, then I know I'm good to go. If I do hear sounds outside, I know that I need to wait or correct it or close the door or whatever's happening, or if there's sounds inside the house, somebody's cooking pots and pans, or somebody's doing something in your studio or outside of your studio, you're able to correct that. So you can either correct the sounds that you hear that will mess up your audio, or you can wait until those sounds go away. If those sounds don't go away, and they're not going to go away, I don't know, move. I hope those tips will help you get better audio. I hope it'll help your videos sound better. If you have some extra audio tips you want to add to this, there are plenty. Go ahead and leave them in the comments below. Check out the sound course over at Basic Filmmaker University. And there you go. Now your sound should be perfect. Oh,